today's today's the daily calendar Jinen Roshi. Although this is a very short one, but very important for us to realize who we are. Today's one is we want to, excuse me, we want to know the truth. We want to know the truth. We still feel that there is something else that is true beside right now. This is a very important thing because we have, as far as thinking or concept, there is something different. There is something different beside right now, right here. Besides what we thinking about are the essentials. What we think of the essentials. See, another word. See, when I clap my hand, people just people just think of different things. What the different things is. See, the reality is exactly as it is, nothing more. Reality is exactly as it is. But people think about, the reason why the kind of they just clap their hand is something, any kind of reason. This is totally, the misunderstanding. The reality is the end. Nothing left at all. That's the reason we don't have any trouble. We don't have any trouble. But what people think about them when I just clap on my hand, and people just hear this sound and never end, never end. People think people just try to think of the reason why the kind of the sound come out in your mind or on your vision. It is totally unnecessary. Yeah. Reality is not yet. This is a very important thing for us to realize who we are. People too much thinking. Too much thinking is another delusion. People don't know much about what's happened before recognition. People don't know much about this. But people know much about after recognition. See? Things happen. And things exactly end as it is. Nothing left there. Then people just take out kind of other things as a memory, and they try to figure out the reason why the things just happen. This is not a reality at all. This is not a reality. That's a creation of thinking, the illusion. That's happened only in our mind. See, nothing concerns what's going on here. People don't know much about this reality. See, that's why people attach the thinking as thought or concept. That's why people don't know much about reality at all. So what do people think about it? The kind of delusion, not the truth, not the reality at all. People don't know much about it. See, unfortunately, people don't know much about reality. See, reality. See, why do you have to be? See, when I clap my hand, why do you have to be? Why do you have to be? without doing anything. Without doing anything. Without doing anything is without self. Without self, you simply become different. Why do you have to be? See, this is more the most basic. This is the fundamental aspect. But people don't know much about. See, when I clap my hand, you simply become this sound as it is, without doing anything. See, another, without self, you simply become this sound. See, but people never be able to answer why why you have to be. Okay, that's the reason we have to do adjustments. we still feel that there is something else that is true besides right now. People don't know much what's happening in the right now. See, right now is right now. When I say right now, it's it's already it's already past. See, you never be able to realize right now. When you just when I say right now, it's a past. See, right now is a oneness. You never be able to realize what you never be able to what oneness is. See, oh, you never be able to you never be able to realize what's right now is because of oneness. See, if you just realize what's oneness of the right now is, see, there is a certain separation between this and this, and you really recognize what's right now is. That is another truth. See, that is a part, the thing. See, thing what you just realize what's right now is a past. See, right now, you never be able to just realize. See, because of oneness. See, oneness, you never be able to realize what oneness is. Also, it's not necessary to know much about what oneness is. See? Because oneness. Because of oneness. But people don't know much about this reality. It's oneness. See, whole universe. What's the reality of the whole universe is? Only this reality. See, everybody just become, everything just become one. Everybody become one. Then, then we are just acting, moving. So, this is a very famous saying. See, the third successor from a Bodhisattva named the Kanchi. He just mentioned about what's the reality of the universe, what's the reality of the universe is. One is everything. One is everything. Everything is one. This is the reality of the whole universe. People never understand this. See? Very simple. One is everything. Everything is always one. See, things just become one with everybody, everything, everybody. Yeah, very simple. We don't need to think of anything. You want to crop on you simply become out of it. Yeah. This is the reality of the whole universe. What the scientist, what the scholar thinking about, what the universe is a totally delusion. They don't know much about reality itself. That is our and that is our delusion. There is only right now. Very, God is very simple. Only right now. You are, you are only life. Only, you are only in life. Very simple. No, no, you don't need to think about anything. When you just realize, when you just aware of where you are, you're always in life. No problem at all. No problem at all. So, but this is a very important thing. So for us to realize who we are. We want to know the truth. We want to know the truth. See? Because people don't know much about who they are, who they are. That's the reason people try to know much about what the truth is. Oh, this one, this one is truth itself. See, we don't need to seek for anything. We don't need to look for anything. This one is truth. You see, this one is the truth of whole universe, whole universe. Everything just happening in the whole universe. Just come out on this body, these things. See? People don't know much about this reality. So that's the reason people have to seek for, have to look for what the truth is, what reality is. It's a totally useless. It's a totally useless. We want to know the truth. We want to know the truth. We still feel that there is something else that is truth beside right now. This one is always in right now. This one is always right now. Or right now just comes out on this body. This body is not the human body. This one, the Dharma body. Without this one, nothing happens. Without this one, nothing happens. That is our delusion. As I just mentioned, see, people don't know much about who they are. So people always just seek for, look for what's the truth, what's the reality. Totally useless, totally meaningless. We don't need to seek for anything. This is not the truth. This is reality itself. But people don't know much about that. That's why people always just chase the what people think of the truth or reality. That is a delusion. That is delusion. There is only right now, right here. You see, when I clap my head, you simply become this. That's it. Nothing more, nothing before and after. See, people don't know much about anything. So that's the reason we have to do a zazen. Shakyamuni Buddha's realization is so great, tremendous, because the people don't know much about what the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Even people have a lot of knowledge, lots of knowledge. Well, a kind of a knowledge doesn't mean anything because they don't know much about what reality is with a kind of a knowledge. See, that's the reason we have to do that. If we just want to know much about who we are, in another word, if we want to be we want to completely satisfy with everything. If you want to be, if you want to be free from, if you want to be free from everything, see, we have to do that. That is the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Only this, you'll be able to satisfy with everything. That is the that is the way of Buddha. That is the real way of Buddha. The will of Buddha is so great. Unfortunately, people never understand it. Okay, so we go back to today's text, number 20. Number 20, very short, very short. Gary-san, today's one is very short because we are so busy, very busy. You are so, you are not busy. You are only that way you have to do is sleeping in the library. Very good, very good. Okay, so today's text is number 20, Dharma. Dharma is the essential of self. Dharma is the essential self. See, it's entirely different from what we think about the self. See, our essential self is entirely different from what we think about the self. You see, how much different is when I clap my hand. See, when I clap my hand, see, we simply become agitated. Then this is the essential self. When I say this, I simply become agitated. And when I face this, I simply become this. See, this is our essential self. This is a Dharma. Understandable? Very easy. I simply become agitated. When I face this, I simply become agitated. Without doing anything. See, this is Dharma. This is the essential of ourselves. This is our essential self. People never understand. That's the reason we have to do that. The Shakyamuni Buddha's reality is so great. See, far beyond thinking. Shakyamuni Buddha's realization is far beyond thinking or concept. Although we don't deny thinking as concept, but the concept of thinking is or logic, or same thing. It's a creation of thinking. That is another reality at all. Reality when I face it, I simply become as it is, the end. Nothing left. This is a true activity, what we are doing right now, right here. When I face this, I simply become as it is, the end. Nothing left at all. Then thinking or concept or logic. See, take a kind of thing what we have done as a memory and try to think about what's totally useless. The reality is that nothing less at all. Not creation of thinking, not a reality at all. The illusion. People don't know much about these things. That's the reason people have to be confused. People have to be confused because people don't know much about reality. This way is so great. So when I faced it, I simply become agitated and nothing left. Nothing left. As far as nothing left, we don't have any trouble. Very simple things, but people don't know much about. Okay, so what's again Roshi just wanna teach us as a Dharma? Okay, what is a Dharma is? What's the essential self is? Truth such as the eyes, such the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and mind corresponds to cognitive objects such as color, sound, smell, taste, touch, and Dharma, which is shown as an object. See? What the Gyanis just want to teach us is, see? Although this is all, this is this is also the within the concept. They were thinking, but again, you have to just teach us. See, within the concept of the thinking, otherwise people never understand it. People never understand it. That's the reason why again, she just told us something like this. Although, see, the things to eyes, the sound to ears, the smell to nose, or the taste as taste to the mouth, the kind of position of the hot and cold to the body and the thinking. See, we can say so. We can just say so. But we don't know much about, see, the what kind of acting, what kind of action, what kind of acting just occurring. See, right now, right here. See, some patriarchs just teach us. See, 10,000 changing, 10,000 changing in a second. 10,000 changing in a second. See, as far as thinking is concerned, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, they never change. Never be able to change the change. But this one is so great. See, even wrote now, 10,000 changing or more or less, it doesn't matter. See, just happen. But this one, you see, this one, see, simply chase, simply follow that. That's kind of incredible changing. This, because no gap, there is no gap at all. Just as it is, just as it is, no gap at all. This one is so great. See, thinking, thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, changing, and never be able to follow and that kind of incredible, uncountable change. See? But people don't know much about this really. So that's people always just attach the thinking or thought. Thinking thought is a kind of delusion. Yeah? If you have a completely confidence with your death, so you never have any trouble. Unfortunately, people always attach the thinking. That's called the trouble. To such eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and mind corresponds to cognitive objects such as color, sound, smell, taste, touch, and Dharma, which are shown as objects. See? more, as I just mentioned, but you, you can see so. You can see so. But this activity, it doesn't care much about it. It doesn't care much about anything. We don't know much about what kind of activity just happening. But see, because why we can say so, without scent, without scent, without scent, those are the six senses just acting. Without sentence, without scent is without self. See? Without self, those six senses just acting right now. What people think of, oh, without without center, without self. See, so that those activities become out of order, out of, but when I clap my hand, you see people come as it is. See, when I clap my hand, you're just you actually see you're simply randomly just you're just acting. But soon of clap my you simply become agitated. Very much complete. See, our activity is very complete. See, because you see, our activity is nothing concerned with the thinking or concept. See, more as a Dogen, as a master Dogen just teacher, our activity is complete and universal. That's the reason. That's the reason we never have any troubles with those six senses. With those six, the thinking of thought, thinking of thought is still within the six senses. See, kind of a mind, kind of mind. See, but see what you just what you just make use of. What you just, if you just make use of those those six senses as you want to, as you want to be, as you want to do, it's causes trouble. It's causes trouble. What people always do, what people always do is that people always just see, make use of those six senses as as people want to do, want to be. This is a problem. This is a problem. Those six senses, nothing concerned with, nothing concerned with what we want to be, what we want to do, want to be, because of universal the activity. But people don't know much about this reality. That's the reason people just wanna just make use of those six senses as people want to be, want to do. This is totally misunderstanding. That's the reason we have to have a trouble question problem. If we simply just act as those things as those six senses acting, we don't have any trouble. We don't have any trouble. People don't know much about this reality. That's the reason people always try to do with those things as they just want to be, want to do. That is ego. That is ego self. See? Well, the ego self, It doesn't exist. The what's the ego self or ego is a creation of thinking. That's creation of thinking. Once you just recognize this one as an I or the self, then what we want to do is just the things uh, the things just happening with just the self. But we just want to do the things as as we want to do, we want to be. See, as long as you don't, as long as you don't do it, you never have any trouble. See? Because kind of what you think about the self or kind of ego never come up in your mind. See? Those reasons we don't have any trouble. But people don't know much about this reality. That's the reason we have to do a zazen. What's a zazen is? Whatever thinking or thought come up in your mind. See? Without any reason. Unfortunately, without any reason. What do people think about? See? Within this body. This body is another human body. This one is the Dharma body. But people don't know much about this reality, so that what people think about within this body, there is a kind of what we think about self exists. Then this self just think of what we want to do, what we have to do. Then kind of thinking just come out in our mind. This is total misunderstanding. Without self, without self, thinking thought just come out in your mind. That's the reason we don't need to take care of it. We don't need to care of it. Care of it. See? But people always just take care of the thinking, or try to deal with the thinking. It's causes trouble. Okay. When we face something or encounter indirect condition, even though we do nothing and thinking nothing, though the cognitive objects are made to work, this is that. Without doing, without doing. When I face this, I simply become agitated. When I face this, I simply become agitated. All day long. All day long. We are just acting this way. Only this way. All day long. Very wonderful. Very marvelous. Fantastic. Without doing. Without doing. We're simply just acting. See? People don't know much about this reality. So that's the reason. Once you just realize this reality, you never have any trouble. You never have any trouble without self, without self, without what you think about ego self. We're simply acting. That's acting is not a human activity. That acting is a universal activity. So great, so tremendous. But if you just understand this, this reality in concept, know you, entirely know yourself. So once you just become as it is, see, then you'll be able to just accept this reality. Otherwise, it's totally impossible. So that's the reason we have to do a zazen. So we have to do a zazen until you accept everything as it is. That is a Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. You see? Okay. People, people construct people construct the past within the present. See, yesterday, people construct the past in the present. We construct the self in the present. Trump, it's hard. Why did you hit me like that? See, people just always construct. People just admit or recognize the things already just happened before, right now. See? Gary-san, Gary-san, why did you just sleep in the library? See, right now you're not sleeping, but people say, see, why did you just sleep? Already, why did you sleep already? See, the things that happen past, but people just think of the things that happen past is right now. See, entirely different. The things happen, you just the Garrison just slept slept in the library, the past. But people say, why you why you slept right now? See? Not sleep. See, people always misunderstand. The things that happen, even that's past, but people think about that is the right road. See? That's a misunderstanding. See, nothing. What's happened is nothing less at all. But people still, the things happened in the past, still remain, still left right now. It's a total delusion. See, see our activity. Our activity is end. Nothing left. Nothing left. So that we don't need to accuse someone anything. See, why you all, why you just left always in a life? It doesn't make any sense. Right now, that you're not sleeping. Yeah? But people just create a kind of delusion. See, in our mind, and still something just happened. Still something left somewhere else. This causes trouble. This causes problem. See? If someone just living right now, right here, see, he or she never have any trouble. Right now, right here is just as it is, and nothing left at all. See, ah, people don't know much about this reality. The reason why is that people are always living in the thinking, thinking, living. Yeah? That's a total delusion. It's called self. See? That's the reason we have to do 1,000. See? Whatever thinking and thoughts just come out in our mind. See? Without any reason. People don't know much about that. That's people always take care of it. See? It's a totally useless. See? The reality is right now. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What you thinking of the past, present, or the future in your mind? Nothing happened. Just as it is. As it is. Ah, Gary-san, how are you? Are you all right? I don't think so. Very great. very simple. See, that's the reason. No, no problem at all. No problem. Always right now, right? See, right now, right here. That doesn't make us any trouble. Right now, right here. And doesn't cause us any trouble. See, that's much. We are just living. See, we are just living without any question, any trouble, any problems. But people don't know much about this reality. So that people always confused with a kind of thinking because of all the people just chase, chasing the thinking like that. That's only just cause us trouble. That's really just forget about it. Just forget about everything. See? Garisha, you don't need to worry about it, anything. Even rival Aryan says that you're always just sleeping in the night. That's okay. The eventually, see, 1 square meter space totally now. If you have so much space, well, it's all right, doesn't matter. Then simply said, then a kind of round question, if you have, that's better. If you don't have, doesn't matter. Then whatever thinking or so come out in your mind, say, without any reason. That's the reason you don't care much about anything. You don't care much about anything. And simply just let it go as it is. This is as it is. We recommend you to do. Then eventually there is no separation between this and this. In another word, there is what you think about others. There isn't what we think about others. What we think about others completely dropped away. And then we're gonna be free from everything. Okay. That is the Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching. Hi, thank you so much.